Okay, hi, my name is James, and this is a continuation on my life and what brought me to where I'm at. Um, so far, I've had the normal childhood, a little misguided, but it didn't do any severe damage to myself, and I cast that off fairly. By the time I was able to make my own decisions for my life. Um, I was in the Navy for 5 years, did a lot of traveling, experienced different cultures, and broadened my understanding of things that I had taught myself earlier in life. Different religions and stuff, and when I got to visit the actual um, meccas and um, of these beliefs. So when I left off, I had just I told you that me and my wife we'd moved down here to Vegas. Um, it was hard getting started. My first job was sales, internet sales. I tricked. I acted like a female in Yahoo chat rooms, and I tricked men into signing up for a porn webcam site. And I made about $3,500 in the 3 months that I worked there. Um, I made enough to pay for rent and food, and but I had to put in lots of hours on the computer, and it wasn't the time put in wasn't worth the money I was making, and I actually I put so much time and effort into it. I was going into the office a lot, and my wife was working from our apartment on the computer, doing the same thing, supposedly. That I worked myself into a breakdown. I got so sick that winter that I had severe vertigo, and for a week I had to crawl to the bathroom. I couldn't stand without becoming so dizzy that I would lurch. Um, and it was like 2 months after that before I the effects of the dizziness wasn't lingering anymore. Anyway, so after that, my wife was working as a waitress, and I was looking for work, and I finally found a job, and we moved from the apartments, and we got us a little studio house, and and I thought things were going well. I love my wife. I provided the best I could. I mean, we did we went out and did things at different times. I thought I was fulfilling my husbandly responsibility by doing these things. Because of my past experiences with relationships. At that time, I had a really really hard time expressing myself and opening up. And and I was able to do that with her, but on a very, very conscious level. I had to I had to remind myself, basically, to say that I loved her, to show her, um, well, not even to show her, because in my mind I felt that my actions should be enough for her to know that my love was strong. Um, and At a certain point, I began to suspect something was wrong, because um, she wasn't talking with me anymore. I could see that something was bothering her. I could feel it. Um, but she wouldn't talk about it, and so and I didn't press it. I didn't press her to tell me, because I felt that she would tell me when she was ready. Um, because she had problems in her childhood, and she had years of her childhood she couldn't even remember. Um, so I never pressed her too hard on what was wrong. And there were other issues that I won't go into here, because they're of a more personal nature. Um, I don't really want to broadcast that kind of thing over YouTube, but if you're really interested, email me, and I'd be happy to tell you. I'm not bashful about anything in my life. I don't regret anything in my life. Um, every choice I've made um, is makes me who I am today. So I don't regret the choices in my life. Um, but I knew something was wrong, but I just let it go, and then, work and stuff, and just the routine. By this time, we had been together for about, it was July 5th, 2004. 2004, August 4th would have been our sixth wedding anniversary. Um, but July 5th, the day after the 4th of July, I found out that my wife was having an internet affair with a guy in South Africa. And it devastated me. I cried, literally cried, every time I tried to talk with her for three straight days. I wanted to understand, which was the only reason I tried talking to her. And I'll continue this in part 2.